I know we went over this time and time again, and which bike should I get for my next bike. And I know, and thank you so much to everybody who watches my videos. If I haven't seen my one video, I've been taking all of my earnings from YouTube and putting it on the payments for this bike. So thank you so much for your support just by watching. So thanks for liking and sharing my videos. It makes a world of a difference. Ding! So obviously, I've been doing a whole lot more commuting. I've put at least 500 miles on this bike in the last week, if not less. So with all that street riding, I'm kind of debating on whether or not I should get a bigger bike. I want a bigger bike, but then on the other hand, my wife got her motorcycle permit, so she wants a bike too, and she's been looking at the Honda NC 700 because she likes the DCT, but I kind of got her convinced, like, hey, maybe you can get a regular bike and then she'll just have to learn the clutch. Which, I mean, it isn't all bad. She knows how to ride the clutch because of the TW. She just needs more confidence. So she has her permit. We just need to get her out there and riding, learning more on the TW. But we are also looking into maybe getting her a Suzuki V-Strom 650 or something like that. Because she can't get something tiny because she's got to keep up with me on this while I have this still, but we'll see. The thing I really want, well, on paper I want it, the KTM 790 Adventure, which is their 790 Super Duke, or regular Duke, or it's their 790 Duke. So that's like, it's an 800cc and it makes 100 horsepower. So that's crazy because this is an 800cc and it makes like 80. So I'm torn because that's going to be coming out probably 2019 or even 2018 later on in this year. But if that does come out, the price tag's probably going to be around the 10K mark because they already have the 1090 and that's only 10K. So even if that's around that 10K, that's gonna look pretty nice. And it's a small bike but a big amount of horsepower, a nice look, beautiful looking ergonomics too. It's either that or, and then I'm looking at the 1200 BMW 1200, because if I'm doing a lot of commuting, if I'm doing a lot of miles, those things you can rack up hundreds of thousands of miles and the bike's value doesn't even drop. It's just phenomenal, the resale value on those bikes. And they're shaft drive. So with a shaft drive, I don't really have to worry about much chain maintenance as much as I'm driving. You just like look at the tires, you get on and go. You know, not as much maintenance. Yes, I understand if something goes wrong with the shaft, but I mean, hey, there's always going to be a give and take. So I'm looking at that, and then I was looking at the Adventures, but after reading a lot of reviews, and here comes the rain again. After reading a lot of the reviews, I'm not certain. I don't really think I want to go with the Adventure. Plus, I don't have any faith in BMW's crash bars. So what's the sense of paying for the Adventure to get all those crash bars only to buy something aftermarket that I'm going to put on it? So after looking at that, I really like Alt-Rider's crash bars because they're 1.25 inches and they look really beefy, and they've done the testing for the 1200s. So if I ended up getting a 1200, I would get the Rally, because the Rally is basically the upstep. It's the off-road version of the GS without going to an Adventure. So I like that aspect. That sounds good to me. It's lighter and it's just better designed. It has the better suspension. The Rally does, that is. Not to mention the colors are awesome. And then you can get Alt-Riders. They make a blue crash bar and the skid plate combo. I can throw that on there. So by the time it's all said and done, I'll be close to, you could pick up one of those for around $17,900, so $18,000, and by the time you get all your protection on there, you're probably close to 20. Whereas if you start with the Adventure, you're talking 20 and up. So I know they're a lot pricier. Then I'm starting to think about price. As soon as we go back to price, I'm thinking, oh man, KTM's bike, that's pretty nice, that Super R. But then I'm like, oh, well, then I'm back to chain, and I didn't need to do some more research. but I know when I'm putting a lot of miles, you want to check your valves and stuff. So I've seen some comments about KTM's reliability. I have to read into it more myself, so I'm not 100% certain. But I know with the BMW, your engines are on the side, so if you have to service your valves, you just pull the top case off, you know, and your valves are right there. So that's nice. But if I'm racking up big miles, and then I know this is a pain in the butt to get the valves, and so is the V's, because one's under the seat and one's up here. So you have to take all the plastics off, you have to take everything off just to get to the valve. So for ease of use, easier maintenance, less worry about no chain maintenance, you just have to maintain your shaft every once in a while. I'm really torn, and I know prices, I mean, price is a huge thing, obviously, but the thing is if you're gonna buy it, why buy a bike that's not gonna hold its value? I've seen those BMWs with 100,000 miles. They're 2006 with 100,000 miles, and they still want $6 grand for the bike. The bike's 10 years old with 100,000 miles, and they still want $6 grand for it. $699, so $7. It's crazy. You'll find a bike that has 36,000 miles, and you'll find a bike that has 700 miles, and they'll be around the same price for the same year, and the only difference is maybe like 500 bucks. It's like, are you serious? This one has 36,000, this one has 700. It's just crazy. The mileage doesn't mean anything on them. And that's the 1200s. It's a little bit different story on the 800s. They drop in value pretty good. I mean, I bought this for 10.3 and it's worth a little above 8. So it dropped $1 grand a year of me owning it. Like, so that's a little difficult. Not to, I mean, I got my miles out of it. So that's my conundrum. That's what I'm struggling with. Not sure what I'm gonna do. Am I gonna get my wife a bike once, or am I going to get myself a bike? Oh, desurgence. I know it'd be more fun having her ride with me too, so I'll probably end up going with get her a bike. But I'm hoping to make enough money. I'm gonna try and work that I could pay this off and her car, and that will get us a lot of our debt paid off. But we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I appreciate all you for watching and supporting, commenting, liking, and sharing. It makes a world of a difference. I'm truly thankful for you guys. But that's all I got for today, folks. Thank you so much for watching and your support. Have a nice day, and God bless.